Okay, folks, we are here. We are spawning into Jaedong as promised by my wonderful co-caster Tempo. I am Leth, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you the first player of the round of 16 tonight. In the top left-hand corner, in the red, currently teamless, it is the Terran player Journey. Yeah, surprisingly.
And his opponent spawning in the bottom right corner, it is the green Zerg player representing Evil Geniuses, the Donger himself, Jaedong.
Repping the barcode, of course.
Journey's still teamless. You know, Symbol recently joined a team, and I feel like him and like Journey are those type of players that you see them quite a bit in different tournaments. Not necessarily, LANs, but online ones. But you're like, why are these people not on teams yet? But if Symbol can get on a team, who's I feel like a very deserving player who did, I have no problems thinking that Journey eventually, maybe in 2015, will be able to get one as well.
Yeah, it certainly is weird to think because at least in the ASL, which is the only opportunities I've really seen or cast Journey, but whenever I watch him play, I'm just blown away by how well he seems to do almost every single time. He goes into that game and he knows how to take his opponent apart, but it's not like his opponent here isn't a master of the craft himself. Jaedong is so experienced. He has got close to a decade now of tournament level play and experience, so he is not going to be an easy pushover.
Not at all. And he's been loving the life, right? Oh, looks like... Alrighty, folks, we are spawning here on Jaedong, the first TVZ of the day. Well, the first match of the round of 16 here in the ASL, and we will be jumping into it. So, I actually missed what the opener was, but it looks like it was a CC first out of Journey. I think so. Yeah, I think it was a CC first into gas. And looks like Jaedong... What? Did he do a 3 hats before pool? I think he did. Which is a very interesting build to do here against the Terran player. But the map itself is quite big, so a lot of the times you will see a lot of macro play. However, that's a very ballsy move. I don't know the last time I've seen a 3 hats before pool in TVZ. I think it was in... I'm trying to think. I feel like a few weekends ago. I want to say DreamHack? But... not something that you typically see, but Journey, of course, did go for the CC first, so they're both opening very macro-oriented, kind of respecting each other to an extent, but it's just like, yo, I feel like you're going to go macro, so I'm just going to go macro as well. But still, if it was a Reaper, you'd find a little bit more difficulty here if you were trying to defend against it with such a late pool. So let's see exactly how this game does turn out. Journey grabbing his factory as well as the reactor. On the barracks, most likely looking like he's going to go right into the standard style so far. But I really want to see what Jaedong's plan is here. Going 3 hatch and just maybe droning up like crazy. And, because typically, if you do get that 3rd hatch, excuse me, you do want to go into that macro style. So, just now getting a gas, he researched the speed, getting that metabolic boost, and only having 1 in the gas. So in case the Journey decides to do some kind of hellbat, or any kind of aggressive play, he will have the gas in order to transition into banelings quicker, or get a faster lair, or maybe even drop the baneling nest. But it looks like Journey is actually getting a very quick starport and getting a tech lab on the factory here, so I wonder what we're actually going to see. Jaedong is a map where you can drop the siege tank on that location, but Jaedong is already hip to that, and he's going to go ahead and kill these rocks so that he doesn't have to deal with that. However, you have to take into consideration, too, that you can drop at that location that is right across from the 3rd and still siege up the 3rd of Jaedong. So we'll see where he decides to drop it, because the regular location that he most likely would like to go to is not going to be accessible. Well, I mean, it's going to be very accessible for these lings and the queens, so it's not going to be as successful if he did try that. But kind of a very cool start to the day, of course, with Journey bringing the pain, using the map to his advantage. But I don't know who actually picked this map to start it out. But if it was Journey, then I can see why, because it seems like he already has a strategy ready to go here. So Jaedong is not actually going to drop the Baneling Nest or the Roach Warren at all. He's just assuming that he's going to be able to hold anything that Journey comes at him with pure Ling. But he is grabbing that other gas as well as getting the lair, so this is going to be quite interesting. Speed should be able to clean up... Speedling should be able to clean up a tank drop here. as long as he's able to get under that medevac before it gets in a nice position, because the rocks have already gone down. Jaedong making 20 lings here, and I'm wondering what he spotted, or if he's just making lings because he wants to feel safe. He's going to need lings, of course, because there's about to be a drop heading his way, and he doesn't have any other tech, you know? He's only trying to do this with speed lings. And here comes a drop here on the third. Journey, I think he realized that he can't go there, but he's just going to go ahead and drop at this location, as I was saying, which is going to force the mining of the third to kind of get messed up here for Jaedong. Already pulling some drones out, but I don't think he lost any yet. So he's just going to bide his time, and it's going to be very difficult to actually get to that position. Especially if, the Hellions are going to catch these Lings. And Lings are not the best against Hellions. He did try to go in with a few, but the positioning of Journey is just feeling kind of unstoppable at the moment until those mutas come out. Unless he has a lot of Lings, and he's going to have to do it. Sacrifice quite a bit, but look at this. The run-by going to go into the natural of Journey. And seems like there's enough units, just enough to deal with it. Yeah, I think he's going to be alright. So Bailey Nest coming here for Jaedong. Already dropped the double Evo. Hasn't started his upgrades yet, though. As he has had his gas mining at his third. Kind of halted completely. He's only mining one gas here, not even getting any minerals. The Viking there gonna go ahead. Didn't get any kills yet. Got 2 Overlord kills, it looks like. But Jaedong's going in right now for the kill. Gonna get a surround on that siege tank, and the Queens are just gonna watch it happen, overseeing it. And the Hellions look like they're gonna be not going down. 4 Hellions. It's quite a bit there. Luckily for Jaedong, he does have a spine crawler inside of that third. But Jaedong's Spire is gonna be finishing completely. Well, completed very shortly. It is done, but he doesn't have a lot of gas. He didn't really invest anything. I'm wondering if he just cancelled an upgrade here, because he's making 9 mutas and getting that upgrade as well for the +1 flyer. But he's bypassed his ground upgrades completely in order to deal with this. Journey's already going to be mining at his third base. Didn't get too much damage done, but it's more so the mining time that he got Jaedong forced to be stopped. So that's very good here for Journey as he does get into this macro game. It wasn't some kind of all-in where it's like, alright, I hope this tank drop works, and then just be like, oh, well, that didn't work, and then like GG or something. No, Journey's gonna go ahead and position himself. Look at the production tab here for Journey, getting everything right now. This is the I get everything build with +1 concussive shells, combat shield, +1 armor, even getting that armory in order to start that 2-2 as soon as 1-1 is finished. And this queen, well, the queens are spreading the creep quite nicely. Despite the fact that there were quite a bit of Hellions on the map, they were more focused on cleaning up the Lings and denying the mining from Jaedong as opposed to cleaning up the creep. So if this does go into a later game, gotta watch out for those Hellions though. Gonna get a nice surround here, Jaedong is, as all of those Hellions go. He's actually not moving it at all, and oh, it's free Hellions, man. So definitely gonna let Jaedong breathe a little bit more here. Has this triple drop, Journey loving to do this elevator play. This has a lot of Marines, and this, whoa, look at me with the mutas, not even looking at them, as they are ravaging the main of Journey, but Journey does want to return the favor, as these mutas are denying the mining. He said, you deny my mining at my third, you're going to deny the mining at your main. But here goes another denial of this fourth base here for Jaedong. Overlord does not live to see the next day, and unfortunately for Jaedong, he doesn't have those rocks just yet, but the mutas are still doing quite a bit of work inside of the main, definitely keeping Journey's attention all over the place. But it's looking pretty good for Jaedong. 2-2s are already on the way here for Journey, however, so that upgrade lead is going to definitely be in Journey's favor, pretty much for the whole game, especially because we don't see an infestation pit. There's not going to be any kind of hive anytime soon. But at least Jaedong did a little bit of damage with those mutas while getting his fourth denied, which does suck. But, oh, Widowmine's going to go ahead and take those mutas out. Actually, that's a lot of mutas that went down. 6 mutas have already been lost. And down goes another. I don't know if that was an Overlord or just a changeling, perhaps, but Journey's just continuing to deny this. And remember that Journey has been on 3 bases this whole time, and he also denied the mining of Jaedong. So I feel like his economy is going to start booming quite soon. But you got to watch out for those, as he does lose all of those units. Journey getting a little bit reckless with his units, but I guess he does have the economy to back it up. And his upgrade lead is going to be so crazy soon. Drilling claws already done. Thors are in production as well. So those mutas, even though they're not really at a scary count, it's going to be even more difficult to deal with here as the Thors do come out. So let's see what we got here. 2-2 has just begun here for Jaedong. Not getting the +2 upgrade on the attack. I don't know if he has forgotten it or he just doesn't have the gas. He's just trying to remake those mutas. So unfortunately for Jaedong, having to use that gas to make more mutas to get to a nice count is going to cut into his upgrades, and Journey's not letting off on his upgrades. 3-3 is actually probably going to start very soon, as 2-2 has completed. And look at that supply of Journey. He's just spending everything, and yeah, we're going to see a lot of units coming out of Journey here. And luckily for Jaedong, he does have some really nice creep spread. That queen is putting in work. Look at all the Tumas all over the place. But Jaedong just doesn't have a really sick Muta flock. You know, Jada is known for his Mutas and his Muta control, but he's not retaining too many of them this game. But here comes the push here from Journey into the middle of the map. Oh, a nice Widowmine hit is going to take out all of the Banes, but those Mutas are back. And going to force Journey here to move back as well. And that's actually really big because this is the point where Journey would love to keep putting the pressure onto Jaedong. A big drop is going to be going into the natural here, or the third location. But so much damage is being done though. Those Lings, gotta be careful. So much stuff is going on right now. Big drop is going to get cleaned up. But the Mutas are still putting in work. Oh lord. Well, Jaedong does have that supply lead, but remember that 3-3 is on the way here. It's actually kind of funny. Journey has got +3 attack on the way. And Jaedong has +2 armor, but like he didn't get the attack one, but Journey didn't get the armor. It's a little bit interesting here as they are using their gas in funny ways. But Journey now forcing him back. Really nice that Jaedong forced Journey back there because that pressure was not allowing Jaedong to really drone up comfortably to mine at his 4th. He would love to be mining there. I feel like this is going to be a little bit worse for Jaedong if he doesn't get that 4th up and running, because 3-3 will be finishing. Although Journey did forget that armor. I feel like it's kind of interesting position, you know. Journey set himself up in a very nice economic position and then denying the mining of Jaedong, while Jaedong was forcing him back with the Mutas this whole time, and he continues to do so. But here comes a nice movement here out of Jaedong, off of creep though. You see sometimes they're getting a little bit overambitious, but Jaedong doesn't care. He has his full surround on the whole Bio Force, and that Thor is gonna try to get some shots here on the Mutas, but there is so much on the ground here for Jaedong. And he's moving in, man. There's a lot of units here for Journey, but, oh. Something's here. Journey looks like he's gonna... I thought it was me for a second, but that's actually a really difficult time for that to happen to Journey, although... it looked like... I think the damage had already been done. Journey getting forced back into his 3rd. Does not want all these Lings to be here. There is just way too much on the ground here for Jaedong. And not even the 3-3 is going to allow... They're going to get utilized here at all, simply because there's just not enough units anymore on the ground for Journey. Lings are ravaging the 3rd, going to get into the natural. Jaedong doesn't even need any more Banes. He's just going to go on in. He has the gas for it. But, I mean, who needs it? If you get this kind of foothold here, it's a little bit difficult for the Terran to rally all of their forces. So he's going to try to... He loses the 3rd factory, going to have to lift off. And just so much damage being done. Oh, look at the supply. 156, 299... Army supply here in our Zerg players' favor, but a big drop is going down inside of the main. I did believe I missed that. But, I mean, is it really going to be enough here? Journey's trying his hardest to get back into this, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to here. But, you know, Jaedong's been attacking with a lot of Lings, not really utilizing the Banelings anymore. And, you know, if the spawning pool goes down, this is going to allow Journey to maybe come back into this. He did have to cancel that 4th base as well, so that's not really good. He's on 2 bases. Mutas are doing so much damage in the main, but I mean, Jaedong just lost a spawning pool. That means no more Lings, and oh goodness, how is he actually going to put any more pressure on? He's just going to have to use his Mutas, and he needs to be careful here as Journey does stem under all of those Muta lists. Down they go. This is kind of crazy. Journey's making a lot happen with this. Remember, Jaedong can't make any more. These are the last units that he can make until that spawning pool does complete. But Journey, his economy has been ravaged as well. He doesn't even have a 3rd command center. You know, he lost it. He lost the 4th, and now he doesn't even have like anything. He's going to try to. He's just... I don't know what he's going to do from here. It's a little bit of a difficult position. Just going to pump out units, I guess. Try to win the game here while Jaedong hasn't been able to make units. But here it goes. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. He's starting to catch up in supply. Jaedong doesn't have much larva. No, he has 23 larva. I wonder what he's waiting for here, as his spawning pool did complete. I don't even think he got this +2 carapace, actually. I mean, his +2 attack. I don't think he ever got it. But, yeah, he's on +1 attack, but...
Did he lose the Evo?
He didn't even lose it, no. He still has the 2 Evos here. Just so much pressure from Journey. And then I guess killing this... Oh! Really nice positioning here. But is it going to be enough? I don't think so. Baneling's coming in from the back. Mutas are going to pick off these Medivacs, perhaps. but positioning that Journey has is so good. Just he doesn't have the sheer numbers, I don't think.
No, he's really lacking at this point. Those Banelings doing just a bit too much work.
Yeah, it is.
Mutas can't fight though.
He's putting up a fight. So many Mutas are going down. 28 Mutas have died this game. I feel like I'm watching one of my games on my stream. I always lose all of my Mutas.
Yeah, just huge damage being dealt. I mean, Journey's desperately trying to make what little he's got left work for him, but Jaedong's economy is just that. It's just so much stronger. He can move around, he can maneuver in ways that it's not possible for a Terran on 2 bases at this point in the game to do.
Yeah, and he just doesn't have a killing blow, you know? He tried to end it, but he can't end the game, it feels like. And the thing here is that, remember that +2 is finally on the way? That could have been a big, piece of the puzzle as to why he can't just eke out that win.
He can't get engaged without those upgrades, perhaps.
Yeah.
But of course they are coming. And adrenal glands as well, I can see on the stream.
Yeah, the funny thing is I don't think I've ever seen adrenal glands finish before +2 attack.
No.
But Journey has... I don't know how he did this here. He's already mining from those other 2 bases. Did he float his main? Yeah, he floated his main and then made another command center, and he's making another one. So he is clawing himself, clawing his way back into this game quite a bit here. While Jaedong is furiously remaking those Mutas. Well,
no, I'm just looking around, looking at the map, thinking, obviously I'm a few seconds behind, but it is only a few seconds thanks
that's
to
the thing. Yeah, that's the good part. I was going to think of that. I was like, you know what? That delay is actually about 5 seconds.
Yeah, if that. Like, right now, where I'm looking, I'm seeing, I've seen the base be taken. I just saw some Mutas pop in the main, which is, I don't know if you saw when that was.
No, totally.
yeah, you saw everything. All things are seen. There's Mutas heading up towards the third base there. They might see that the natural is gone and then go on a hunt.
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and he might be able to close it here. Although, I mean, Journey is just set up in a great position. Deadwing is a map that allows you to do this quite a bit. Doesn't have to get really pulled too much apart, but Jaedong making it work with these Mutas, making it happen, and he's about to be maxed out very shortly. And jeez.
Scary army for the Dong, hanging around the map, just generally got the support that he needs, and is really waiting on that piece of the puzzle that we suspect may be the upgrades in order to crush in and do some crippling damage, but he's keeping Journey suppressed. Journey's still on 2 base income, right? And Journey's trying to make anything happen with this little push out, in fact, actually, knocking down those rocks, I guess because he can fly, it's not a big deal for him in getting the medevacs, but it's not going to stop the Mutas either. And he's just trying to make anything secure his position a little bit better than it is, and really, it's a bit of a desperate position.
It's very scrappy, but it's working. You know what I mean? Like, he's at even army supply. His economy, if you even look at the income, is quite even to Jaedong. Maybe his gas income is not that great, but you know, Marines don't cost gas, so
that's true. It's true, and they are a good unit.
He has all the upgrades he needs. Yep. And mines aren't too expensive either. I think he sensed that the Ultralists are coming because he's starting to make 3 Marauders at a time. And Journey's army is looking pretty scary at this point in the game. He's only on 44 workers, which means his army supply, when he is maxed out, will be superior. But, I mean, he has that death blow to do, and if he doesn't do it, he will be in a rough position if he doesn't start mining. And Jaedong taking the scenic route here because of those debris that was destroyed by Journey. He's going to do a sick counterattack. But there are quite a few units here at home for Journey, so I don't know how much damage it is going to do. He's going in, Jaedong. A lot of units here. Remember, they do have the 3-3. Baneling's getting targeted down, and oh my god, Jaedong not really controlling that well as he loses everything there. And Journey's on the move. He's moving in, skipping that creep, but realizing, oh, Jaedong doesn't have a base here. I mean, jeez. That Muta count, despite the fact that 30 have been destroyed this game, he's up to a pretty healthy count. 17, it's alright. With +3 as well. Oh, God. All the damage.
What am I about to see? What am I about to see? Oh, I think I'm about to see it. Oh! Those winners going down. Yeah, 5 seconds. There we go.
This is pretty crazy right now. Journey is actually in a prime position at the moment as he's playing it so patiently. Uh-oh, gonna lose a full medevac full of units, though. The Ultralists haven't been created, though, have they? There's no Ultralists on the map, and not even any in production. Jaedong's mineral income, I feel like they have opposite incomes right now. If you look at the mineral income for Jaedong, it's not looking too great. But his gas, man, he could...
What? What? How did...
Yeah,
That's a lot.
It's a lot of gas there. And yeah, he's just not really mining anything. He has the bases, like you see all of the hatcheries all over the map, but he's not really mining. Journey's doing a great job, but now he's starting to lose a lot of units needlessly. And I think, is he going to be able to... Oh, another sick Widow Mine hit there for Journey. I'm just surprised he's still in this. I mean, it's starting to look a little bit more grim for him, as he is on that 2-base economy only.
And yeah, I mean, he's trying to stabilize. He is trying to stabilize, though. He's trying to get to that point where he can really engage safely. And using the terrain really smartly as well, I can see. Getting those good fights behind the mineral line, making sure that when he is surrounded by things, obviously he can't lift up here because the muters are denying it. But that's Jaedong using the terrain that Journey's using to his advantage against him. It's just these players working and trying to use the map as smartly as they can. And now this big push out from Journey about 5 seconds ago is going to be coming out onto the map and killing all the creep.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage there. Not really the good Widow Mine hits that he did want. The Banelings still do survive. And doubling the supply of Journey, Jaedong is... But is he going to be able to finally close it out? He's going to need more Banes, but oh god, so much damage being done here. Both on 3-3, those are crackling, so they do quite a bit of damage. The Hellbats also are able to do quite well, but they don't have Blue Flame. GG will be called. And Jaedong takes game number 1. Alright folks, we are back here in game number 2, and I'm joined by my buddy Oleth. Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
It feels good. It feels so good to be back.
So, I want to do the honor of introducing the first player.
You know what? I think I will. I will introduce him well, and I will not lag out of any games this time. So frustrating. Right, spawning in the bottom right in the red. Showing a very scrappy but strong-looking performance in the previous game. Let's see if he can pull out something more productive this time. In the red, it is our Terran player, Journey.
And his opponent spawning opposite, up 1 game, looking to close out the series and get his place in that winner's match. It is going to be the evil genius himself, Jaedong.
Both players going base first.
Yeah. I was so surprised that he opened up 3 hats before pool there. That is, like, pretty ballsy, man.
You went 3 hats before pool in the previous?
In the previous game, yeah.
See, I didn't see that. That was, like, in the window of game that I missed.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, like, wow. Really?
Fair play.
So, wow. You know what's surprising, actually, is that Overgrowth is not even in this series. It got vetoed first by Journey, I believe.
I saw that in the chat. He did. Player director, keeping tabs on those players, directing them and similar. Yep. As one has to do, and doing a sterling job of it, of course.
So, well, looking at Journey really likes his CC first kind of style. But, you know, he goes into, at least what he did last time, he really likes that drop play and just kind of putting on pressure in pretty creative ways, as we saw in the last map. I mean, this one you can be a little bit creative as well with that location south of the natural, behind the rocks, if you like to, but...
I'm just thinking about something that happened, because we talked about Pig versus Intense, and we talked about how that was an incredible game, and there was lots of back and forth harassment, and there were like 4 drops happening at once, and 4 points of harassment happening at once. And I just remembered something that I said, and what I said was, Jaedong would have had overlords there.
Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah, and this is Jaedong. Now, the question is Jaedong going to live up to what I've seen him do on this very map before and have this absolutely insane overlord spread, providing basically complete vision of every bit of the map?
Packs, yeah.
Yeah, it was ridiculous how
pretty
good
impressive,
it was.
The map vision, and you notice that too if you, I mean, not necessarily have to be Zerg, but I think it was like the Pig Baby style that has 17 observers, where you just put them everywhere. That map vision really makes the game a lot easier. I
think it was 7 rather than 17.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not actually...
is a lot.
No, it wasn't really 17, but it was quite a bit. Maybe 15. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But looks like Journey looking to go back into looking standard, I'm seeing. Although he did get a starport, very early starport here. So I wonder what we're going to see here on King Sejong Station.
Well, he has taken 2 gases and is producing Hellions, so what we might see is going to depend on whether that barracks is going to lift off and be used for the... no. Okay, so what we might see is something along the lines of, is that a Marine producing? We might see an armory go down in a minute.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's actually making double Widow Mine here as well.
True.
So we've seen some kind of crafty push that will be coming out here from Journey. Not something that you typically see, but we'll see if he doesn't make it work. I wonder if he'll wait until Stim finishes, because that's going to be quite a bit of time. Or is it going to be like a 2-part where he goes in when the first medevac pops, and then, hit him with the uppercut right afterwards?
Perhaps so. Stim is on its way, and extra barracks coming down as well, so it's not going to be a super greedy opening out of Journey. Instead, just going for kind of a pretty safe style. Getting the extra barracks means that, of course, it delays the command center for our Terran player, but what it allows him to do is stay alive whilst expanding.
Yeah, and I really like how TVZ has gone. It used to be just you make a bunch of queens as a Zerg player and just say, all right, I'm going to defend against everything, but Journey just getting so aggressive, getting that medevac already, flying over quite a bit of a few queens. Whoa! What are tough with those drones, though, Jaedong? I'm going to pull them right into the flaming death traps that the Hellions do possess. Uh-oh.
Yeah, the mine in the mineral line got a couple as well, and now, even as the Hellions go down, how many is taken out? I didn't get to see. There's a mine in the mineral line as well with 2 kills.
Jaedong. He's making a spore crawler, but a lot of workers have gone down, 12 in total. And this push here from Journey caught Jaedong by surprise completely, as he had no units. All he had were queens. These lings that are coming out just now, a little bit after the fact.
And I mean, it was a little bit of a weird push in itself, hitting a very early timing with mostly factory units. And Hellions going out and doing harassment on the map is entirely standard, but being delivered by medevacs straight into the... That was a lot of drones! That was a lot of drones!
24 workers killed. Jaedong did not clean this up. Did he cancel the spore crawler?
It's in the natural.
Oh, man, that's really big here. Jaedong falling a little bit behind. Just now starting his +1. I feel like this next follow-up push is going to be pretty strong coming out of Journey. Oh no, that was crazy. 24 workers killed. That's as bad as just doing like a Hellbat push and killing all those workers.
Exactly, and this is almost a style that is very infrequently seen, to say the least. And going for it like that and just catching Jaedong, one of the absolute titans of Zerg, off guard like that is got to feel good for Journey after the loss he suffered last game, at least.
Yeah, and I love how we were talking about that Overlord vision of Jaedong, but look, Journey making that Viking and just sniping, never giving Jaedong any map vision, now denying all of that. There are actually no Overlords on the map because that Viking was going around killing a few. He's got 2 Overlord kills already. But Jaedong,
yeah, well, that's really
trying to macro back into this. 13 drones on the way, but guess what's coming? Pretty big push out of Journey.
Bio, tanks, medevacs, this is exactly what Terran wants to have in their force, and I think the only potential weak point is those tanks, because mines tend to be a little bit more popular these days because they can't be dealt with in the same ways as tanks. They're not quite got the surface area, haven't quite got some of the weaknesses of tanks, but I guess they don't have that range 13 either. So I think this push is going to do some serious damage from Journey, because Jaedong really wants to be droning, and he hasn't had the chance to get up to the kind of comfortable 80. Instead, this push is going to allow Journey to establish a third base, put pressure on his opponent, and generally be really, really annoying.
Wow, even targeting down that creep tumor at the top of the ramp, clearing out the creep, getting a nice position with these tanks, and now what is Jaedong going to do? Is he going to go for a counterattack, or is he going to try to get this around? Remember, his lair just finished, so he doesn't even have the baneling speed. He's going to have to go in with slow banes, rather. He's
Ooh, you don't want to go with slow banes.
No. This is a really tough position to be in here, as Jaedong down by about 20-ish supply. I don't know what Jaedong does here. He's kind of, well, I was going to say between a rock and a hard place, but just between some debris in a Terran army.
Quite. And actually, those tanks are going to do a lot of damage to friendly units as well, with all the banes being spent on those, and a lot of bio is still left alive. Could even see a second wave. There's something heading around towards the left side of things. I think that's medevacs.
A double drop, yeah, with a lot of units here. Jaedong is focused here at the natural. And did you see that really cool pickup there by Journey, not losing any of those Marines that were there? But he did lose his tanks, so that siege position is going to be given up. But
the tanks are down, but the medevacs are going to go straight up into the main base, going to start picking off overlords, and the other drop going into the natural. This is exactly what we saw Intense doing, and Journey is just replicating that style. Going to do huge damage to mostly unprotected drones here.
Yeah, he's doing so much damage. I mean, just 47 workers killed already this whole game. Saving that medevac. Mutas are not out. He can't really do anything about them, but the mutas are on the way. However, I mean, the real threat is his ground army. +1 armor is going to be finishing soon. Jaedong is getting peeled apart, losing so much, and Journey has just established his third base as well, so he's going to be even more scary.
Yeah, Drop going back into the main base. The Mutas are peeling away as fast as they can, trying to stim down the pool, and actually succeeding.
GG!
Wow.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with game number 3, ASL Prime, round of 16. I'm Tempo, joined by Leth. And this is it, man. The winner of this match is going to be going on to that winner's match. And spawning in the top right, bringing it back, currently teamless, it is going to be the Red Terran player, Journey.
Oh, yeah. And he looked so good last game that I cannot wait to see what he brings to us. But the player who's going to be trying to stop him from bringing anything at all in the 10 o'clock spawn, wearing green and representing evil geniuses, it is the Zerg player, Jaedong.
Jaedong, da dong, dong, dong.
And he is a living legend.
He is. Quite a legendary player. Has a lot of pro gaming experience. I don't know how good he is at programming, but I wouldn't put it past him, you know.
I don't know. I think like if you dedicate that much time to pro gaming, you probably don't have a lot of time to do anything else.
Why would you want to, right?
True, true.
So looks like Jaedong gonna be opening up a little bit standard here. I've seen him do some speedling, weird one base stuff on this map before, especially when he assumes that his opponent is going to be going for a CC first. But Journey's not going to be going for the CC first this game. He's actually dropping down. It's interesting actually. He dropped down the barracks first, went into gas, but he used the first 50 gas to get a. Oh, he got a Reaper. Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't get a Reaper. He bought the reactor instead.
Yeah. Which might show that he's planning on going towards heavy Hellions.
Yeah, this is
Or could just be many Marines.
Yeah, I'm wondering what we're gonna see here. As soon as that 100 gas does get, I feel like the factory will get dropped. And yep, he's just gonna go into some standard. But he's making a lot more Marines here, making 4, I believe.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of think it out, and what I'm thinking perhaps is getting that fast reactor. It allows you to get a lot of Marines early for defense. It allows you to get Hellions to follow it up, or mines, or wherever it is you choose to go, and get the starport out nice and quickly for pressure. And it also, because you're only producing out of one reactor thing, and everything else is kind of building tech labs and stuff, and going towards more techie route, you can probably get down a fairly quick third base as well.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see where he's going to be going with this, as he does switch out that barracks for the factory to double produce those Hellions, most likely. I mean, we saw him make Widow Mines last time, so we'll see what Journey is going to be pulling out of the hat this time, as Jaedong is looking pretty normal here, just droning up, took out of gas. Actually, he took out completely of gas. Just going to be focusing 100% on drones here. And
I kind of like that.
The armory has been dropped from Journey. And I'm a little bit nervous here because, as we noticed, Jaedong took out of gas. And he needs Banelings or Roaches in order to deal. If he doesn't see this coming, he could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. The Hellions have now been seen, obviously, on the Zelnaga, killing that unit off, and 18 Lings immediately in production for Jaedong, 20 now. Going to have a decent defensive force ready and waiting for those. But Lings, almost an infinite number, seem to die as soon as the first Hellbats kind of get their attack on. So
yeah,
it might not still be enough, and as you said, there is no gas. There's a Marine force, there's a Hellion Hellbat force. We've seen Hellion Hellbat forces do amazing amounts of damage in the past, and we've also seen them do next to nothing.
Yeah, well, Jaedong actually...
Yeah.
Wow.
He's made that look kind of easy, actually, moving across, killing a bunch of those Marines. Now there's 3 Hellions left. If these turn into Hellbats, then they aren't really going to make that much happen.
No, already one of them is just like riding on 3 wheels right now in the red. So yeah, that push it's not going to be very strong because the Marines aren't going to be able to support it either. And the Hellions are just getting picked off, you know? They're never really together and able to transform into the Hellbats.
Well, that's what they're trying to get now, I think, just trying to get together a little bit, and actually nice control on the part of Journey, keeps the injured ones alive, roasts away the majority of those Lings, forcing another wave to be made. And if we look at Jaedong's drone count, it's not where you might expect it to be for a player taking so late a third base, having cut gas for so long. He's invested so many lava into Lings that he wants to be drones that he's kind of a bit behind in macro, just because of this pressure.
He is. I'm wondering what Journey's follow-up is going to be. He hasn't dropped the third command center just yet. Oh, okay, there it goes, actually. And looks like he's just going to transition into regular bio. Did he just cancel the arm? No, he didn't. I was going to say, maybe he just canceled the armory or something, but no, we haven't seen a Hellbat get created yet, or transformed. So, kind of a little bit, it sucks, right? You're like, alright, I got the 6th strategy, but it kind of got peeled apart here from Jaedong, seeing it, reacting perfectly.
Yeah, he handled it way too well in general, I think. And just Jaedong, a smart guy. He's almost certainly seen something like this before and just kind of gone, well, I guess I know what to do. And actually, these Hellions might get... Oh, that's not what you want. Hellions getting pinned up against the wall, but getting away with it just about, because there's a huge amount behind the wall that could move out and turn into Hellbats. A lot of Hellbats on the other side of the map.
Look, he has a lot of Hellions here.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
3 Marines are actually going to follow this up. Banelings, remember, have... well, the Baneling nest has been dropped, but this lair is incredibly late. And it's just because of all of that pressure. You know, this could be a little bit scary. It's going to be a lot of Hellbats, and Jaedong doesn't really... Okay, he's making 9 Banes, but they don't have speed either. 1-1 isn't done yet. Journey's going to move in as soon as Stim has finished, although the Hellbats can't stim. These 3 Marines circle.
Yeah. No, he's going to move in with those. There's just so many. All of the active crew tumors on that side have gone down. The scan even catching sight of some Banes. And if we see good splits... Those are good splits, Journey!
Losing everything there. Oh, an absolute disaster there for Journey. Going to lose everything. And, yeah, those weren't good splits, as you said.
No, he really needs to do a little bit more with that, and that's the problem with a Zerg. If you poke them and make them make those units, sometimes they use the units that you force them to make to kill you.
Yeah, this counterattack could be pretty scary, as there's really nothing here for Jaedong. He's trying to transition into getting that 3rd base economy going, but Jaedong may not even let it get to that point, as he is rallying a lot of Lings across the map. And these Banelings, yeah, they don't have the speed, but 1-1 is going to finish, and then he's going to be able to break into this natural, and it's going to be up to these Widow Mines pretty much to get the godliest of hits if Journey does want to stay in this one, because this is looking pretty scary. Oh no, he's going to actually drop. He said nope.
Yeah, they come straight through that. The Widow Mine. Where's it going?
Oh,
it kills all of those Banes. Put the depots down.
It actually killed all of the Banes, so luckily for Journey, he has a chance here, but there's a lot of units. The Banelings are going to go right for the SCV line, but he's picking them up into the medevacs. No mutas means that the medevacs are pretty much uncontested, but the ground is, he's been exposed here. Journey's microing his heart out, but that's a lot of units here for Jaedong, as the Banelings are going to go as well. Oh my god.
Look at them going into the SCVs.
No!
Oh! That's a lot of SCVs that just died there.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for the Donger, and he's going to continue to rally units as he doesn't allow Journey to mine. Doing so much damage here. How many SCVs have been killed? 22, returning the favor from King Sejong.
And heading towards that 3rd base now as well. Going to force the lift on that, but... Oh, okay.
Force the GG.